What's up guys, Jacques Slade here, and I'm out at Nike campus for Nike football, and we have a very special unboxing today. Before we get started with the unboxing, I have a very special guest. This is Nike designer Jeff Rasmussen, and he actually designed this shoe. So let's stop talking and let's get into the shoe. So first, as you guys know, you can see that it's an all white box. So this is a very special box. This is like the Nike Lab box, right?
Yes, it is.
Nike Lab box. So for those football players that are gonna step their game up, you get the Nike Lab box. So let's take a look inside, and there we go. We have the Nike Vapor Untouchable II. So let's just talk before we get into the shoe.
Okay,
Let's talk a little bit. So I noticed it has fly weave.
It does.
So I've seen that on the Jordan 29 and on the TW15.
Yes.
So how does that help the football player with fly weave?
Well, do you mind?
Sure.
So the fly weave in this particular cleat, the Vapor Untouchable II, the fly weave is ultra thin and it's super strong. So it's like a bulletproof casing around the athlete's foot.
So will they be able to customize like the look of the upper like they do with like on the 29, how they can put graphics and stuff like that? Can they do that on these as well?
You know what? I think they will eventually.
Eventually?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. Now, something that's obviously super noticeable about the shoe is the golden or chrome cleats and spikes. You guys changed the configuration of this as well.
We
Can you
did.
talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, specifically around the cleats, we went away from the traditional sort of round conical shapes, and we did this new 4-point cleat. We did tons of testing in our Nike labs, and we found that this is the best type of cleat for acceleration, deceleration, lateral cutting, all types of traction.
Flywire's kind of been a staple for like a lot. It's been a few years with Flywire.
Yep.
How does that benefit like the football player?
Well, the cool thing about Flywire, it adapts, right? And not every football player's foot is the same. So this Flywire adapts to each individual's anatomy, right? So no matter if you're playing baseball, football, basketball, that's why I see it everywhere, because it's such an amazing technology. It keeps the athlete's foot locked over the footbed.
Right. Let's get this box out of the way. Oh, it actually comes with a dust bag as well, you guys. So you get a fancy bag as well with your cleats. So let's get this box out of the way, because these shoes look great, just to be totally honest. Like, the shoes look really nice. Now, these are for the players that play kind of like on the outside of it.
Yeah, they play on the edges of the field.
Right.
These are the fastest, most dynamic players in the game today.
Now, a lot of things like making athletes faster. Like,
Sure.
What are some of the, outside of like the fly wire, the fly weave, like what are some of the things that you guys do to make
Sure. Like,
faster?
we wanted the athlete to be the fastest he could be. So in order to be the fastest athlete you can be, it's all about being the lightest and the strongest. So you can build a lightweight cleat, doesn't necessarily make you the fastest because you have to be protected, right? So we need to build in all sorts of comfort elements, make it more responsive, eliminate things where you can. So it's this balance, this critical balance of both lightweight and protection, and that's how you get the fastest cleat ever that Nike's ever produced.
These look good though.
Thanks.
These look good.
Yeah.
Like a little, is this like a hyperposit, or is this like a?
That's a Nike Skin,
Nike
super ultra thin skin. We want to be super light, but at the same time, we got to give that athlete, even though they're playing on the edges of the field, that added level of protection.
And the skin looks like it goes all the way across. Is it all the way from heel to toe?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I mean, these guys move like a rocket ship. So we start sort of in the nose cone and sort of stream it back.
Stream it back.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then the collar. Is there a reason why? Like, I've seen this a lot with Nike, that they use this collar.
Yeah,
what is that?
Well, it's a deceptively simple collar, but there's a lot that goes into it. We really engineered it to really fit around the athlete's foot, so it feels like a seamless transition from the footwear to the equipment or the uniform. And it also allows the athlete a full range of motion, because that's super critical when the athlete's moving in space and making explosive cuts, being extremely dynamic.
Yeah, so it's almost like a sock, almost kind of like a second sock kind of.
Yeah, well, we want it to be like a second skin.
Second skin. Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
Be
Second sock,
seamless.
second skin. There you go.
Zero distractions.
There you go, dude.
Yeah.
So these, when do these actually release?
These guys are dropping $119.
$119, and do we have a price point for these?
Those puppies are $200.
$200, $119. All right, guys. So you saw it. First unboxing with the designer. That's pretty cool. Nike Vapor Untouchable II drops January 19th, $200. With that said, we'll see you guys soon. Peace. Couple of days have been filled with stories and blog posts about this shoe, the Air Jordan 6. Now, it's all about the return of the logo on the heel, the Nike Air logo to be exact. But for me, there was a bigger Uncle Drew. This is again 14 of 150. Has my name Kustoo right there, and it says "Don't reach young blood." So let's take a look inside.